Hey Tim, you got a second?
Yeah.
Janine just called and she wants us to extubate Mr. Smith to a half a liter to the wall. She said we don't need any caffeine. I've held the feed for about an hour, and the procedure has been talked with the parents about. So.
Well, I'll go get the oxygen ready. If you'll go ahead and suction, I'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, Brittany. Before we extubate, let's go over this checklist to make sure we've done everything.
Okay.
The physician or APP is available for intervention, and I saw Janine just in the next room. The respiratory therapist and nurse are at bedside. Caffeine considered prior to extubation, and I don't believe they want any right now.
Nope.
Reintubation equipment is available and checked.
Yep, I have everything on the table and everything's working properly.
Good deal. And as I can see, the infant is supine position with head of the bed up 30 degrees. Infant has not been fed for at least 1 hour. Okay. Suctioning of the airway or mouth has taken place, if needed, at least 15 minutes prior to extubation. And it's been at least 15 minutes to use that.
Yep.
Alright, when I pull the tube, I just need to remember to give the baby a breath with the ambu bag so that we leave the lungs inflated. Get my gloves on.
I'll make sure that the ambu bag's working properly in our suction before we get started. Suction. Yep, I can hear it. It's working. We got our oxygen set up here at half a liter.
Yep, I've got it set up and ready to go.
Okay.
The ambu bag is on and working.
So I'll go ahead and attach the meal bar.
Yeah, loosen that up. I'll put the ambu bag on and be giving some breaths.
Okay.
And I'll count to 3 and then we'll pull the tube.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Alrighty. And go ahead and suction the mouth and his nose really quick before we secure them. Alright. And I'll go ahead and get this secured and him tucked back in. And I'll notify you of any signs of respiratory distress and when I send that CBG.
Alright, I'm going to leave this ventilator here for a little while just to make sure that he does okay.
Okay. And do we need to, fill out the checklist?
Yeah.
Double check.
Alright. Go ahead. We'll circle while the yes is here.
Okay.
Physician APP notified, or they were available for intervention. Respiratory therapist and nurse are at bedside.
Yes.
Caffeine considered. Yep. Equipment was available and checked. Infant is supine position with head of bed up 30 degrees. Yep. Infant hasn't been fed for at least an hour. The baby was suctioned 15 minutes prior to extubation.
Yes.
And I gave a breath with the ambu bag as I pulled the ET tube.
He's taken to a half a liter wall.
About half a liter. Okay, good deal.
Yep.
Just let me know if you need me, if the baby's doing okay.
Okay.